Hey guys, it's
Tick.
and Tack.
And welcome back to Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
We're going back to things between us really quick.
This is where we play
I've-
game.
Huh?
This is where we play game.
Freaking, I thought you were talking about that. Friggin'. I'm going to go over to the Trading Crows because I have a shitload of smooth and silky stones. Because
Nice.
I've just been amassing them throughout the game.
Uh-huh.
So,
Nice.
I don't know if the Petrified Something has any other choice, like, use. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Other than just, like, trading. Because I know you can trade it.
This is a thick case, too. It's one of the thicker ones. I don't know if you've touched a modern DVD case. They are
I
made
have.
of fucking paper.
Nothing. Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? Does it really save you that much money to thin the plastic like that?
Well, and then it literally costs them more money to put the recycle symbol in them.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god.
Stone.
Why couldn't you just
Fire
not do
stone.
that?
Magic stone. Ooh.
Because, yeah, they just feel like shit.
Yeah.
They're such
agree.
shitty cases.
Fate stone. Dark stone. Oh, what word?
Hurts
Two
my
dark.
feelings. Ouch.
Yeah. It gets worse in the third game. Don't worry.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. I'm like, guys, I know DVDs are kind of out, but you're still selling them. What's the effort?
Right?
It's not that much more expensive to just make the case a little thicker.
Okay, I'm gonna say we are gonna try to do the DLC. If I just get too upset or something, I will just veto it and say nope, we're ending the series here. Like, I'll go fucking beat the final boss and then we'll end the game. We're not doing the DLCs if I get too heated or something.
I mean, that's fair, though.
Because, like, A, it's not good for my blood pressure and my poor heart.
What is good for your blood
Right.
pressure?
And so I'm basically saying I reserve the right to veto the fact that the what are they called? The DLCs exist. I just said that.
Why would you do it? Ah! I just like the fact you can just scream like that.
And throughout the entire first game, your guy moans every time he gets hit.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's a real problem. And, like, clearly that's a sex thing.
Oh, of course.
I'm gonna save my soul spears as well for the boss. I'm gonna attempt to.
You're gonna attempt to.
No.
Oh, you
I was hit from behind. From
that
that
fucking
bitch!
Son of a
She
bitch.
existed.
Rude as fuck.
I don't know how much I lost. Nothing.
don't know what.
Better to go through this one.
Oh no. Just fucking beat the shit out of that guy. He didn't even stand a chance.
I may have been able to take it with just my mace, too. Really.
Quiet.
I thought that was already done.
It was not.
What the fuck was that? I should have survived that second hit, but more importantly, I'm pretty sure I could have powered my way through that first one with my poise.
That's what they all say.
I hate this place. I don't know if I've mentioned that.
No, you really haven't.
Pass away, dude. Why do you think I'm not talking, Thomas?
I get it.
I have a point. I also think it's pretty fun that they just scooch.
It is pretty fun.
And now we summon Paladin Leroy again.
Nice.
Oh, am I not allowed to? I have to. I do. To summon, you have to be here, which is weird, but whatever. But to be invaded, it doesn't. Just so everybody knows, the joke about Paladin and Leroy was a joke. I know that Paladin Leroy is another character in the game. Okay.
No, you
He's
clearly
just
have no
fucking
idea.
around. He's a funny haha.
But listen, this is no funny haha.
Oh,
He's very
fuck you,
serious.
game.
Jeez, dude, this area is freaking rough.
It's such horseshit, man. I got stuck on my Phantom, by the way. I don't know if you
Yeah,
saw
I
that.
did see that. Yep. Crashed right into him.
Suicide attempt?
Yes. Oh, he's washed up.
Oh, fuck you.
No.
I got so close, too. I have like 1,200 soldiers in here. I don't mind those skills.
You need them. You need them, Brayden.
Maybe all I need to do is increase my poise a little bit,
Maybe.
so I don't get staggered by literally everything. Thanks. Thank you, Dark Souls. Fuck you. That guy hit me 4 times when I dodged him, too, by the way. I fucking dodged him 4 different times, and each time the hitbox were all fucked up. Great, I can't see my own character because of the Phantom.
You're not allowed. Can't just have this. Oh, dude, I've got a juicy payout this coming week. It says my total funds is 1,080. That's the first time it's reached over 1,000. Because I get paid out every week, so it never has a chance to get over 1,000 like that. But it's gotten over 1,000, so this next week is going to be a juicy payout. I guess it's processing 327. I'm excited. I'm excited. I think this month is going to be like, it's going to be there.
Yeah.
I really feel it. I can feel it in me jellies. Dude, I cannot even tell you how many freaking PS4 controllers I've sold. I've sold so fucking many. But I was thinking about this recently, and like, I've run into a surprising amount of PS4 stuff. Just like PS4s, or PS4 controllers, PS4 games. I run into a surprising amount of that stuff for really cheap. But you know what I don't run into ever? Xbox One stuff. The consoles, controllers, and then I run into the games, but not too many. Not as much as PS4 games. But that's probably because I always get games with the PS4 consoles. But like, why?
Right.
Because one, I would have thought that one would have considered that the Xbox One, especially even just like the older version, like the original one, would have been like more like tossed aside than PS4s. But like, is it just because less people bought PS or Xboxes, and so there are just less of them in circulation? And
It's a
so,
possibility.
or like here where I live, anyways. But like, I just never see any, and definitely none for like really cheap, like PS4s. Like PS4s are just like $100 less even. Like I usually get all mine for like super crazy cheap. But like the cheapest like Xboxes
You
though,
saw that, yeah.
I did. You got freaking pinball.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
But I see like the cheapest ones I've seen are like 120 for like original fat ones with the power brick on the outside and stuff. Not even like the slims and shit. So like I thought that was strange. I don't know. It strange to me. Did you know you cannot resell CPAP machines?
Really?
Yep. You are not allowed to. Yeah. Like, I mean, I guess you technically can, but no platform will let you. Like, if they find your item is a CPAP, they will remove it from their platform.
Huh.
Yep. So the only way for you to sell it is for you to look somebody in the face and say, I have a CPAP. And then be like, I will take that off your hands. Yeah. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You can sell them to, like, recyclers. But you can't just sell CPAP machines. But I thought that was interesting because I'm like, why wouldn't you be able to resell a CPAP machine? I know it's like medical device and stuff, but like, because they're so expensive, so being able to get one used, I feel like, would make sense.
That's why.
Yeah, 'cause it's
100%. That's why.
Yeah.
And not because it's used, but because they're expensive.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And then they just slap on like a whole like, oh, because medical reasons.
Yeah.
When in reality,
it's just a bullshit price tag.
Yeah.
It's literally so the companies can make more money. That's why it is.
Yeah, it's just wild because I'm
God
like,
damn it.
because like CPAP machines are like hundreds of
Okay.
dollars.
I don't know what happened. I pressed all the buttons and nothing happened.
You just passed. But like they're like hundreds of dollars, and like some are even like 1,000 plus.
Exactly. That's why.
It's just crazy.
Yep. It's like freaking insulin. You know, this really important life-saving drug is incredibly expensive.
Yeah, even though it literally costs nothing to make.
Yeah.
Like they're so efficient at making it, it costs like, I don't know, you could probably sell the insulin for like $10
Yeah.
and make a profit.
They could, but it's life-saving and expensive. So
Yeah, exactly.
they can make more money, basically.
Oh, what was this? I just watched a thing on this drug, right? So there's like a new drug that like, it's really, it's like it's almost like a cure for HIV, almost. But it's like it's like basically almost a neutralizer. Doesn't get rid of it from your body, but it like basically makes it inert. But it costs like
What?
Damn.
I rolled out of the way, didn't get hit at all,
and then pass.
fucking just die.
Jeez.
Fucking bullshit.
But like, so they sell it for like $42,000 for like the
Of
the
course.
stuff. But like they did like a calculation, like people did or whatever, and they're like, you could sell it if they wanted to sell it and only make 3 times profit on it. The amount that they could sell it, that they would have to sell it for, $40. Is how much they'd have to sell it to make 3 times profit on every single one. But they'll sell it for $42,000 instead.
Yep.
The United
It's
States.
because it's life-saving medical shit, so
Yeah.
people have to pay that or die.
Yeah, and it's only in the United States too.
Yep.
Because like you go literally anywhere else, and like
Free healthcare and shit like that exists.
yeah, but not even like that. You know, it's like you want to get just basic medication or doctor visits or
Yeah.
surgeries. Like
Yeah.
you want to get a full like here it'd be like I want to get a heart transplant, right? Okay, well that'll be like $100,000. Another country that'd be like oh yeah that's like I don't know $100.
Yeah, that's a $50 copay.
Yeah, like you just come inside, we'll do it if we have a heart for you, and it'll only be like $100. And it's like,
Okay.
God
okay.
damn.
What?
God damn.
My fucking stamina was full and it wasn't letting me roll.
dude, you have freaking just tons of things.
See, it's either work my way really fucking slowly across there, waste fucking 20 minutes and die at the end,
Yeah.
or sprint across and pray.
It's spray.
Sprint and pray.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it's just like, God, it's sickening, really.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because medical stuff's way too expensive.
Connor doesn't believe in free healthcare.
It's not
Or,
about free
like,
healthcare.
I know, it's like, we're all paying for it. And he's all like, I don't want to pay for some bum to have healthcare. I'm like, do you know how much it would actually come out to for, like, everybody to be able to get the, like, proper care they need? You'd be paying, like, an extra, like, 25 cents on your taxes.
Some shit like that.
It's literally nothing. I can literally reach into my pocket and pay for 4 years worth of taxes
Yeah.
for this one little thing.
Yeah, and it's funny though because the reason why it seems so bad is because the United States healthcare is so expensive that it seems like it's impossible, but it's so inflated.
Yeah.
Because like you can literally just use other countries as example for how much it costs for medical stuff. It's
Yep.
such a difference.
Well, and that's the thing is, even in other countries, it's like, oh, I got, like, deathly ill and I needed a new lung or something, right?
Exactly.
And I'm an American, I'm just visiting, and they'll still give you, like, the free healthcare, like, rates, essentially.
Yeah, like if you've been there for
Like-
like a week or two,
Yeah,
or something,
if you've
they'll
been there
just
for, like,
do
a
it.
week, you've got, like, free healthcare, essentially.
Yeah, they'll just do it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's,
And, like, people are getting ready to pay, like, out the fucking nose, like, literally gave an arm and a leg for this shit. And they're like, oh, it's like $50 for a new heart.
yeah,
It's, like, insane.
so much
And they're
such
like,
difference.
okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Basically.
and
like,
they're like,
I
that's-
survived because this other country is so
Yeah,
generous, in
Yeah.
heavy air quotes.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I don't care. It doesn't have to be free healthcare.
No.
I don't give a shit. You can like pay in full every time when you go
Yeah.
in. But like, the fact is that United States healthcare is so inflated that something that only like should cost like $100 costs you 100,000.
Well, and then also just the healthcare industry is fucked. Because,
Oh, yeah.
like, hospitals don't negotiate with you. They negotiate with your insurance.
Yep.
And so the bill comes out to, like, 4 to 5 times as much as it should be.
Because they inflated
And if you
that much. Yeah.
exactly, and it's like, oh, you used a Band-Aid, so you have to pay for our bulk shipment of Band-Aids because you used one Band-Aid out of all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you just like say, oh, what's this weird charge of like $400 for a towel,
Yeah.
right? They're like, oh, we'll like we'll go back and like recheck it basically,
Yeah.
and that $4,000 bill drops down to like $100.
Yeah,
It's
freaking
insane.
crazy. Well, yeah, and so really at the end of the day, I don't care if it's free. I just
Right.
want it to be reasonable.
Yeah.
Because like when you look at how much like there should be a cap on how much profit they can receive per the service they give. So say So say like 3 times is the limit, right? So if it costs them $1
They
for the
can only make
medication,
$3 off the
yeah, they
medication.
can only charge you $3.
Yeah.
For the medication.
And like that's a totally reasonable thing.
because that's 3 times profit.
Right.
Everything, which is perfectly enough.
Yeah.
But they want literally
Hundreds of times.
Yeah, they
profit.
want like 1,000,000% profit on every something that costs them $1. They want to sell it to you for like 500.
Yeah.
It's like holy shit, and then they can't because fuck it.
Nobody's stopping them.
Because fuck people, I guess.
Yeah, because fuck all of your normal citizens.
Yeah. So it's just wild because yeah, I think that would be a good rule to have. Just like you can't charge that kind of stuff, and I think life stuff, like stuff that you need to survive,
Right.
just
Like
shouldn't
insulin.
be you shouldn't be taken advantage of for
Because
stuff
you
you're
are
dying.
literally dying over
Yeah.
something you literally have no control over. I almost made it, by the way. If I had gotten there just half a second quicker, I would have been okay.
But yeah, because like it just does. It's so insane
Yeah.
because it's like you don't have time to like if you're in a life and death situation, you don't have time to shop around for like the cheapest option,
Right.
Which would create like competition because everybody wants to be the cheapest in order to get you there. But because it's life threatening, you have to go to the closest one you can right now. And so they can just charge whatever they want because you're bound to be closer to one of them. And so if everybody's just super expensive, they're bound to get all the customers they need.
Yeah.
And if they charge like 1,000,000% for everything than what they spend on it, they don't have to get that many people. But yeah, so it's just brutal.
Yep.
It's freaking
It's
brutal.
rough living in the U.S.
Yeah. Healthcare stuff is fucked.
Connor doesn't understand that.
No, he doesn't. I don't know
Because he
how.
has white privilege.
I also just don't think he's ever gone to the doctors.
He's never had to deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
His parents have good insurance.
Yeah. Once he's off of it though, because once you hit like 25, you're done.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be on your parents' insurance anymore. It's rough. Cause
It is. It's incredibly rough.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's just brutal. But yeah, if they just put like a limit on stuff like that, like healthcare just shouldn't be. No
Right.
healthcare should be for profit, basically.
Right.
Like it should be like for your citizens. Well, that's the thing too. Is one of the things that the government specifically screwed up on is so you basically it's like a middleman. So the way that it normally would work, right, is that you pay taxes to the government.
Yeah.
And then the government provides necessary like things to you.
Yeah.
Healthcare being one of those things. But instead what happens is you pay the government taxes, right? And then the government dang it.
Damn it.
But then the government gives the money you paid them for taxes to the healthcare, like to the
Yeah.
hospitals and stuff. It gives it to them to support them.
Mhm.
But then also the hospitals are allowed to charge you again
Yeah.
to use their services. When in reality it should be the government pays the medical stuff for you to have it.
Right.
And then that's it.
what free healthcare is.
Yeah.
Like,
Then you have it.
freaking the taxes you are already paying to hospitals
Yeah.
is what you pay for your hospital visit. Like, literally that's it. And like most people won't visit the hospital 400 times a year.
It's true.
Like, most people will visit the hospital 2 times every 3 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's just
Especially younger people.
Yeah, younger people don't go like ever.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know, it's just freaking brutal. Yeah, Connor will understand when he loses the insurance with his dad.
Right.
And
And
then
he
he
actually
has-
has to pay like $800.
Oh yeah, $800
For, like-
to go in and have them look at tell him what's wrong. Not even to
Yeah.
like do anything, just tell him what's wrong.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have insurance. Because he'll lose his insurance and he won't get on Medicaid. And he's not I don't know if he's going to go out of his way to pay for actual insurance of any kind.
Well, and like he kept talking about like how like the private insurances would like lose money with free healthcare. I'm like, no, they wouldn't, because the people who are already using them will just continue to.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to impact pretty much anybody. Like, all of these insurances, they offer better insurance than free healthcare for a reason.
Yeah.
And so they're not going to lose any money.
But like,
And,
you know,
like, it's not like they cease to exist with free healthcare. It's not like they're abolished or anything like that.
maybe they should be.
Well, no,
Well,
that's
like-
the thing, is, like, free healthcare exists in other countries, but like, private healthcare exists too. And,
It's
like,
true.
so people with money can get better healthcare, but people without money aren't gonna die because insulin costs $800.
Oh yeah, because they don't just
Like-
remove it. Like you can pay to get yourself serviced sooner or more
Basically.
more reliably, like have access to it.
Yeah.
Versus the waiting period of free healthcare, which is like
Right.
you have to wait for. it.
And you use free healthcare for those non-emergencies. Like, maybe the biggest thing you would use that free healthcare for is, like, a broken leg or something.
Yeah.
Like a broken bone. And, like, that's it. You wouldn't go in if you're literally bleeding to death. But if
Yeah.
you're literally bleeding to death, they'll service you first because you're literally dying.
Yeah.
Like,
But like that's the thing too, though, because like so say with this situation, right? You have free healthcare, and then you have paid healthcare, right?
right.
So, but because the free healthcare exists, the paid healthcare will have to be incredibly reasonably priced
Yeah.
in order to compete with the free option.
Right.
They have to.
But
they
it
have
also has to
a
offer
service.
benefits better than the free healthcare, which
Exactly.
is super easy
But
to
it,
do.
it creates competition
Yeah.
that makes the prices reasonable.
Right.
So that way they're not charging $800 for a visit. They'll only charge you $100 for a visit, but they'll get you in right away and like give you like actual stuff. Versus, like now you'll go in, pay like $500 and get virtually nothing.
You'll go in
Yeah.
and pay $500, and they'll just tell you that you owe them $500. You
Yeah.
literally just paid them for them to tell you that.
Yeah, and so like that's the thing too. And it's like, but having the free healthcare option is good for
Everything.
for the whole thing because
Yeah.
because it creates a competition where they have to prove that they're worth paying for, because otherwise you just go the free option. They have to have reasonable prices, and then they all have to compete with each other because you have time as a consumer to choose the best option.
Yeah,
Versus right now, you don't have that chance because you're dying.
exactly.
So you just go to the closest hospital. And since everybody lives to a close hospital, they can all just be expensive.
Right.
'Cause
And
you're
like,
gonna go to them anyway.
freaking Connor always brings up the waiting period for like free healthcare stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, people in other countries are like, free healthcare is not that great. There's always these huge waiting lists. I'm like, yeah, because you're not going the free healthcare route unless you absolutely have to for actually serious things.
Yeah.
Like, most people would still have like paid healthcare, but it's like reasonable.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, is like
Like
all the
paying
prices
for
are
it-
like normal.
Yeah, it's like paying for healthcare isn't like a bad thing. It's not
Right.
bad to pay for it. It's bad when it's so expensive that
Yeah.
it robs you of your ability to survive trying to live.
Yeah, it's bad when it's so expensive that even like the middle class can't afford it.
Yeah, like that's when it's like so bad. That's like okay, yeah, but like going in and getting like a surgery, like a life-saving surgery, and paying like $400, that's fine. Like that's not a bad thing. But going in to get a
Right.
life-saving surgery that costs you $150,000,
Right.
That's
like, I would
horrible.
totally understand having to pay like $1,000 for a heart transplant.
yeah,
Right?
this
but
makes
like
more sense.
it's not literally almost like $1 million.
Yeah, it's not like buying a house.
Yeah.
You have to take out a mortgage.
You know, to live.
Yeah, it's
Right.
so it's like it's so bad.
This is going to be the whole episode, by
Yeah,
the way.
it's
I
just
just
what
want
it is.
everybody to know I'm just going to die forever. Because fuck this place.
But yeah, so it's just like, yeah, it doesn't have to be free. It's not either what it is
Right.
or free. Like that doesn't have to be the thing.
Mhm.
It's just it has to be reasonable,
Right.
and it's not. It's not reasonable
Yeah.
because especially because as people are getting poorer and poorer.
Because of, you know, stupid
Everything.
decisions made by people actually in charge of things.
Yeah, it, it's getting even worse. You know, it's like
Right.
because like basic health insurance costs like $400 plus a month.
Yeah. Freaking mine is $557 a
Yeah.
month. Thankfully,
You don't have to pay for that.
I don't have to pay for that.
Yeah, but the point is
Thankfully,
but the point is though is that it's,
like that's absurd.
that's a lot of money, right? Like
That's more money than some people will ever see in the like one place in their lifetime.
yeah.
Like,
Let's take my example, my whole situation that I had, for example, right?
yeah,
So I have been working for the school district for like 4 years.
yeah,
Okay, and it was like $500. Let's calculate the amount of money that they gave to my insurance company.
yeah, which you didn't use as well.
Yeah, $500. Yeah.
Like, let's make this clear. You maybe used
I
those
didn't use
actual
it.
services once.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and only like a little bit of it. So let's
Right.
see, so 500 times every month, so times 12. Okay, times 4. That's $24,000 they gave to my health insurance. The one that they paid for, whatever,
Yeah,
over the course of me being there. I had one surgery that I went to go get, and at the end of that surgery, it cost a total of like $4,000. You know how much the health insurance paid for? None of it.
yeah,
They didn't pay a dime because it didn't go over the deductible, which was like I think the deductible was $4,000. That's the out of pocket, and then like it's like I had to pay 80% up to $6,000, and then after that, they paid all the way up.
Yeah.
But basically though, if they had just given me this $24,000, there you go. I would have an additional $20,000 right now.
Yeah.
And I could have used that $4,000
Well,
to pay.
and
for it.
that's the thing is like, freaking technically, that like extra bit would have like come out. Like, basically, mine I took the basic plan, which
Yeah.
they cover up to the amount of the basic plan.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Freaking, like anything above that, like. I could be paying $200 extra every month into that. But like that's $200 that I could just keep to myself over the next year
Yeah.
for 12 months. Like
Exactly.
friggin' what is that? $2,400.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
literally $2,400 that I
Yeah.
just get to keep in my pocket because I'm not
Giving it
to something that's not going to be used unless I actually get seriously injured.
Yeah, and
like-
so
Unless I'm dying, I'm not going to the hospital because healthcare is so unreasonable.
yeah, well that's the thing is it's just like it's so silly because if they had just given me that money, I would have been able to pay for that surgery and had more money.
Yeah.
I would have just had more.
Right?
I would still have it.
Yeah.
But no, instead it went to an insurance company that just gets to keep it now because
Yeah,
I
like
don't
Scrooge McDuck.
because I don't work there anymore, and so they just take the money that was paid for me specifically and just do nothing with it
Yeah, pretty much.
and just keep it.
It's great, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you love America? And then Connor Connor doesn't understand why I say America's the worst place ever.
It's pretty freaking brutal.
Yeah, it's rough.
Like it's really good because it really like causes like
No.
so close. But it like the greatest thing about like the United States is the innovation that we have. We have a lot of innovation because there's a lot of opportunity to like just create shit and a
Right.
lot of incentive to do so. But the problem is it's now getting to the point where it doesn't like work because people can't survive anymore.
Right.
And so, like, we don't even have time to create. A lot of people don't even have time to create stuff because they're too busy working all the time.
to just
Just
barely eke out a living between
Yeah.
them and their 4 best friends in a studio apartment.
Exactly.
And like Connor didn't understand that either. I told him like in a lot of places, 4 dudes working minimum wage will barely afford a studio apartment together.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's 4 minimum wage incomes, 4 living wages incomes.
Yeah.
Barely living.
Well, yeah, I think the problem is Connor just hasn't ever experienced.
No.
He doesn't even. That's the problem too. Is it's like he has to experience it in order for it to even like exist in his brain.
Yep.
Like you can't just tell him. Oh yeah, by the way, like to rent out an apartment costs $1,200. Just and that's not including
Well,
utility.
and it depends on where you're at, because like in fucking New York, it's way worse
Well,
than
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, where we live,
Yeah.
it costs about that much.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, you made it.
Fuck yeah. Run away in terror. Run and flee in abject horror.
Yeah, you did it.
Did I though? Did I really?
But,
I did. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, so okay, so take Connor's living like money situation, right? His job, he does not make enough money to
Mm-mm.
live outside of here.
Yeah, outside of literally like the environment I have created for him.
Which is basically free almost.
Yeah.
He can't. He would have to work a lot more.
Yeah.
He'd have to
he,
have.
he wouldn't have the luxury of not working like he does now.
Yeah, because what? Even if he brings in $1,600 a month, that's not enough. That for like to rent an apartment here would literally consume all of that, and
Yep.
then he would not have enough for food.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't. I don't think he thinks about the fact that that's like a thing, and that's most people's reality. That like they have to be working all that extra time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like
All that extra time he gets to just hang out.
yeah,
Fucking
play games, read books.
yeah,
do
that's
fucking
time he
nothing.
would normally have to spend working.
Like he'd have to go get a second job because the mover job doesn't have enough hours.
Right? And like that's the thing is I would pick up a bunch of extra hours pretty much all the time. And he's like, "Why do you do that?" I'm like, "Connor, I have bills to pay."
Yeah, like-
I know you don't understand that concept, but I do. And like he
Yeah.
got really lucky with the house he was living in Penrose
Well, that's the thing is he's
because
always
it
had.
was super cheap and it was just him there.
Yeah, and it was owned by his parents,
Yeah.
so his parents weren't like upcharging him at all.
Okay. I'm not gonna fuck with this area right now. I will come back later. I will come back later and deal with all of these people.
Fair enough.
But for now, I'm gonna skirt around and run away towards the teams.
Fair enough. But yeah, because like what when he was living at that house, he was paying like the mortgage, I think, and utilities, and I don't think it was that much.
Mm-mm.
He wasn't paying that much to
No,
live there.
he wasn't, and he had a really good job then too.
He did, yeah. 'Cause he was both working. That was when he was working at the painters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like KC Home Services or something like that.
yeah. And then he transitioned to the school after that. It was after that, right?
No, I thought he went to the school first.
He did go to the school first. Yeah, he worked at the school first, and then he worked there at the painters. And the painters had tons of hours all the
Yeah.
time.
Because there was always something for him.
Yeah, there
to
was a lot of
paint.
work to it.
Like,
And so yeah, but yeah, so he had,
and
like,
he worked on the base too,
yeah, he
which
did.
was huge.
Yeah. And so like yeah, no, he didn't live here where he was expected to pay $200 a month.
Because I'm an incredibly generous person.
Yeah, $200 a month. Yeah, he would have to work so much.
Yeah.
So
Like, what he makes doesn't even cover power.
no.
Like it
Oh, because you guys owe a lot of extra because of the.
because of a bunch of external shit that I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about
Yeah,
because it will
but-
just make me angry.
Yeah, but the whole point is that it's like an extra thing, and so it's not just this month's power. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the last like 3 years of power.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so and then all the interest that they charge because they're assholes.
Yeah.
But-
Because Black Hills is the worst service company ever.
Yeah, but they also have like a monopoly here, so fucking awesome.
Yeah, they do have a monopoly here.
Yeah.
That's not even like an exact. It's not a virtual monopoly or anything like that.
No,
It is. It's straight up a monopoly.
Yeah, there's Black Hills.
There's Black Hills, and then if you go far enough west, there's another place that's slightly better,
Yeah.
and that's it. And like in Pueblo, it's all right, but here it's not. You
Yeah.
only have Black Hills here.
Yeah. So it's not good. Anyways, point being though, yeah, it's
Connor's a spoiled white fuck.
you should start making him pay half of it.
Half of. See, Grandma said that too, but I'm like, he doesn't use even remotely close to half of anything.
Like what does he have to like use half?
He uses a third of everything. Because there's 3 of us here, generally speaking.
Generally speaking. I guess fair enough. Make him pay a third of everything.
I considered that shit, dude.
Dude, he would freaking word so fast. He'd probably get angry at you.
Probably.
He'd look at you and you're like, no, fuck that. I'm not paying for other people's stuff. And he'd
Then
be
get
like,
out.
It's like, no, but you're paying for a third of everything.
And you use a third of everything.
Yeah, like you use a third
Like-
of the lights, the electricity, the water, the heating, the whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
It's
All that
it's
stuff. Really just
electricity and water.
Yeah, but you use a third of that stuff.
Yeah. Because we don't have central air and we don't have
Gas.
gas
Yeah. So
or propane.
yeah. So
Not anymore.
not anymore. Man. But so like
shit.
yeah, I think that'd be fair. How much would that come out to though?
I don't know. Fucking, I'd have to like actually look and shit, and I don't want to do that.
Have you
honestly.
like an estimate of how much you usually pay for water and electricity? And money?
I don't know. It kind of depends.
I don't know. What was last
Friggin'
month?
like water usually comes out to like $60 a month.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because
You guys also just don't drink any other water?
because you can't.
Bad. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
bad.
we're not on city water.
That's pretty normal. Electricity is probably what, like 1,000?
I don't know. It depends.
Uh,
See, I thought that would be better than solar. Hold on.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's funny because I don't think.
Yeah, it's weird dealing with him.
Yeah, he doesn't. If he hasn't experienced it personally, it doesn't exist. It's
Basically.
not real.
Yeah,
And
essentially.
yeah, makes me think of the comment that he made earlier, where he's all like, "Yeah, we don't live in like a third world country where there's only like 5 people in a village." I'm like, dude, how many
Freaking-
places like that even still exist?
Right.
Where it's like you live in a village of 5 people. It's not like a thing. Third world countries are just heavily populated with poor people.
Right.
Like there's a lot of people
Well,
that
and
are
that's the
not
thing
happy.
too. Is like we do. Friggin' people don't understand. America isn't a first world country. America is 50 third world countries in a trench coat with a military budget big enough to fight God.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
we're not a first world country.
Yeah, there are a lot
Fucking-
of countries that are a lot happier and richer than we are.
Yeah, and like Denmark, fucking dope place.
Oh yeah, and-
Also, most other places don't have for-profit prisons.
yeah, it's weird. But also another thing too, is that whenever you like, obviously, if you look at like the average of like our wealth as a country compared to other countries, we have a lot more money. But if you literally remove the top 1% of our population, it immediately plummets because they have so much money that they outweigh millions of people in terms of like just how much money they have. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like if you just remove the top 1% from that calculation, it's just like we don't have more money.
Come on.
Oh man. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh,
Oh.
dude, he hits like a bus.
Yeah, she does. And I don't want to fight Peculiar Kindal or whatever their name is. I don't want to fight anybody between me and the boss. I just want to kill the boss. God damn it. Is that so wrong?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah. So it's really tough. It's freaking silly.
Whoops, wrong button.
Connor's not experienced the like. I mean,
Being poor.
yeah, being
Yeah.
poor or being in a like being in a situation where like not having a lot of consistent money is bad. Like to the point of like you're starving. You eat rice. That's it. You just eat plain
Dude.
rice.
Okay, serious question. What's the worst situation you've been in?
I've not been in a bad situation. I've literally never
Right.
been. And like I'm
Exactly.
happy about that.
Right.
But like the fact, but I'm like I don't take it for granted.
I've been in a situation where we didn't even have rice.
Yeah, no,
So,
you're like
Fucking,
Yeah.
when I say I'm poor or broke, I'm not joking. I'm literally, we're like quote unquote middle class, but we're below the poverty line. And always have been, too.
yeah.
Like, and it's just the way it is. basically. Like, that's my life, and I can't do anything about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're right. That's coming like to an end.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like now you have like, I would say a pretty decent job. Like probably one of the better jobs that like probably a lot of people in your family have had. At least in terms of like consistency.
Yeah. My dad was a steel worker for a long time.
Oh, well, then that trumps it.
Fucking.
He probably made bank.
Dude, he made so much money.
He probably made a shit ton of money.
It's
Steel
all
worker?
gone.
Oh, of course it's all.
Forever.
Yeah, but
Because he had a really bad head injury in 2001.
yeah, so he hasn't worked there in like.
Yeah, he hasn't worked there in a long time, but also, that was when he got addicted to painkillers. Because, fucking obviously.
Yeah.
So.
That's stuck in the drive pretty quick.
Yep. And then that ruined the rest of his life and all of mine and my siblings.
Which is great.
Because he was a drug addict.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so there you go.
yeah.
So it's been well over 20 years since anybody in your family's had like a really good job.
Shane had a pretty good job too, honestly. Friggin' working for Mike. Because it was consistent and everything.
Yeah.
And he was good at it. But again, addiction is a thing that exists.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, you know, it's just, yeah, Connor doesn't.
Nope, and he never will, probably.
Yeah.
He might. It would be dope if he did something. So he'd stop being such a prick.
Yeah, right? He's the classic.
Look, he's a cool guy, and I don't mind hanging out with him, but he is also kind of a scumbag.
Yeah.
Don't grab me.
But also, he's the classic. You know, you see homeless people, and it's like that's their fault. You know,
I mean, sometimes it is. To be fair.
Well, yeah, no,
sometimes
yeah,
it is, and
it's
you can definitely tell the difference.
yeah, there's
but-
definitely a difference. But it's funny because it's like just all poor people are poor because they're stupid.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
That-
and like that's
kind
the
of
thing
person
is
Connor
like some homeless people are homeless, but we got the key to that guy.
Hell yeah.
Some people are homeless by choice. Right?
It's true. Yeah.
Which like, you do you basically. Like fucking, I bet they have way fucking more money, but
Right.
like they still have a job. They still stay clean. They still do like stuff.
Oh, yeah, because
right?
I mean, you could be homeless and just living in like your car.
Right. You could be homeless and living in your car, or you could be homeless and living out of a tent or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and those are totally acceptable situations.
And you still go to work like 40 hours a week.
Exactly. You still work full-time or at least part-time job, or like you do something and you have income, and you like shower and take care of yourself and all that stuff.
Yeah, like maybe you pay for a gym membership so you can just use their showers.
Right? Or even just their facilities in general.
Yeah.
Because like again, you're still taking care of yourself.
Well, because like,
You're not just a bum who's on crack all the time.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, you know, like if you were to be like homeless, quote unquote, you live in your car, right?
Yeah.
Well, you live in your car. Paying a gym membership is like the cheapest thing ever.
Yeah.
Comparative to
It's
like
like 20
owning
bucks
to, like,
a month.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that for a nice one. And then fucking pool privileges.
Yeah.
Fucking they're probably open all the time.
Yep, 24 hours.
Fucking showers.
Yeah.
Just a gym, like a place to go and work out even.
Yeah, but really
if you
the
have the
biggest thing-
drive to do that.
But really the biggest thing is you pay like 20 bucks a month or whatever the cost is,
Yeah.
which is relatively small, just to have showers whenever you need it.
Yeah.
And then you get to, and then of course, you know, you live in your car, so you don't have like rent and stuff you have to pay.
Hi, Albia.
And utilities are a bit weird
I
because all you
forgot
pay is
about
for
this.
like gas and stuff,
Right?
and then you pay for like your food and whatnot. But it's just like, that's like intelligent homelessness, resourceful
Mhm.
homelessness. But it also sucks that that's like something people would have to like resort to save money.
Mhm.
Like just not using like living in a cheap apartment isn't an option. You know?
Mhm.
Like, well, I'm just gonna live in this cubicle, you know, so that I can save money and like, you know, whatever. You can't, because a cubicle costs you over $1,000.
Bye, Albia.
See you later.
We'll go to his house later.
Nice.
I'm gonna show up on his doorstep like knock knock fuck face.
It's crazy though, you know, because like they're trying to make it more and more illegal to just be homeless.
Right? Well, and did you see that one fucking stupid fucking thing? It was like a freaking bench that was like cut in the middle for like a wheelchair to sit in there.
Yeah.
And it's all like a handicap accessible bench, right? It's all like, no, don't fucking fall for their lies. This is fucking anti-homeless architecture disguised as pro-disabled architecture.
Yeah, it's like, come
Like,
on, man. They can sit next to the bench.
Freaking, and then that's the funniest part is somebody's like, I don't mean to be that guy, but like people in wheelchairs aren't like starved for seating.
Yeah, like seriously.
Like they're not.
They're not looking to just like, they don't need the bench's spot.
Yeah.
They can just sit next to the bench. Yeah, no, and then they add the like, oh, armrests for
Right.
your thing. No, that's anti-homeless.
Right. Or the fucking wavy ones. I've seen ones that are just straight up just have spikes on them.
Yeah, yeah. It's wild. Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
Find another Estes shard. I don't
Like,
think I
but
do.
like the other thing too is it's like you're not allowed to sleep in your car.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Right?
Why can't I sleep in my car?
If my car is considered private property, which it is, you can be naked in your car and it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Why is it illegal for me to sleep in my private property?
Yeah, like off the side of the road, out
Yeah.
of the way. You
At
know?
a rest stop.
Yeah, just
like-
something in public space.
Right. A rest stop is a public space.
Yeah, so literally just why?
Right?
Oh, because we hate homeless people.
Yeah. But only America does.
Yeah, because fuck you. Yeah, but also only America has such a homeless problem.
Partially because of America's faults.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm like,
Yeah.
we have such a big problem with homelessness that instead of fixing it, they're just like, push them
Fuck
away.
homeless people.
Yeah, get them out of the way. Get
Yeah.
them out of my sight. Go under the bridge where you belong, basically.
Freaking unrelated. There was this fucking robot that hitchhiked across Canada, right?
Okay.
And it made it all the way across Canada, no problem. Fucking within 3 days of trying the same thing in America, it was beaten to death. And it wasn't a robot, it was like a trash can, right? It was just a trash can with like a foam finger. It's like, hey, I'm trying to get across the country, basically. It's
Right.
like, oh, this is a fun thing. And again, it made it all the way across Canada. But the moment it tried to do it in America, 3 days in, it was found literally just destroyed. Which is so funny to me.
It's like, that's, yeah. I mean, that doesn't say anything.
That's such an American thing.
It's true.
Oh, dude, I gave her just the top, and she put just the top on.
Oh.
Hell yeah!
Damn.
Damn!
She thick. No, she got beefy shoulders.
She's fucking huge.
Oh, that's fine.
Here, I want to go back to Shrine of Asmana.
Do it.
Guys, I need you to understand how proud of myself I am,
Yeah.
because I got through there in like an hour and a half.
You did.
That's pretty fucking good! Alright?
You only, yeah, in that one area, I mean, you died a good amount of times, but you still managed to get through it. in
I only
relatively
lost
good
like
amount of time.
probably like 20,000 souls, too. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it really didn't take you that long. Like, it could have taken you a lot longer.
It could have taken me 3 episodes again.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking.
But you
See,
got it
and
done
I
in, like,
seriously consider. I'm like, I hate this place so much that I don't want to go through and kill everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna brute force my way through and pray.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you tried a good few times to just kill everything, but it was so annoying.
Yeah. I was well on my way to killing everybody too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oops. I thought pressing down would switch my attack. No, it doesn't do that thing. That hits multiple times. That's why I was using it.
God.
There was something here.
Was there?
Oh, yeah. It was an NPC I wanted to talk to. She's probably still there, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I was too busy fighting a dude. And then I killed the dude and forgot to talk to her. And I just came and killed the fucking demon of song. And she's still alive.
Nice.
Oh,
She's passed.
bye.
You missed her. Dang, that sucks.
Oh,
What did you want to talk to her about?
I don't know. I think my memory's a little hazy because it's been a while. But like, I think she was being driven insane by the demon of song from her incessant singing. And when I killed her, I like freed her from it. You know?
Fair enough.
Well, next up, we're gonna go find Vendrick.
Nice.
Oh no, it's a whole thing. I don't want to fuck around with that right now.
Okay. Alright, well, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other content.
And next time, peace out.
Bye bye.